Hello everyone, today I'm gonna review for my competition game that I played on the KPMC Top 16. I have played against the Germany player in on Top 16, but he was really strong and I was very surprised that and I was behind until the middle of the middle game. So I want to show you for this game, and I handled the black, and I couldn't expect that he used the mirror game, so I couldn't break it well. So my performance was quite not really good. Yeah, so we were just keep playing same way. He copied that I was playing. Until now was I think is okay. Yeah, and I just even asked to AI how I can break the mirror game. But AI just suggests me to play the best move at the local area and the top of the middle of the center, then it will be valuable place naturally. This was it that I learned from AI. But in the actual game, just I wanted to complete it for his copying me. So now I just played at the center, but I think maybe it was not the best performance. So after that, just I wanted to play differently or the side, and he just decided to play the shoulder. Yeah, and there are a few methods, just like he can play like shoulder and play like this, and this is one of the method. And another way, even he can just invade here, and then when I approach, then he can just jump out, and this is also possible. And even he can invade softly around the large knight move, then that was also possible. But the actual game, he just has played here and the one space jump, and when he plays a one space jump, then most of the time we just attach here. The reason why, and if we the when he plays here, the left hand side value is getting down, so we don't really take like the territory like this. At least if I really play here, then I just need to go to another place for the revenge invasion. Yeah, that's what I had to play. But the actual game, I just played attach here, and then when he plays a tiger's mouth, at this moment my performance was not okay. According to follow the logic, without this one stone, if this was not the mirror game, then most of the time I have to Atari, and the white has to Atari as well. Saving one stone is not good, very heavy, and so white has to Atari. And when I capture, there are two options. If this was not the mirror game, then first one is Atari here, and when I cut captures, connect Atari, and then push one more time, and I can get the outside, and the white can break my left hand side, and this is one of the common one. Another way is he can Atari this way, opposite way, then I still have to give up. Then he can capture, then he can make until now or the center, I can get the left hand side. So I liked those variation, but I didn't think like the white can just answers here. Because this was not if this was not the mirror game, then usually this variation is good for black. The black's territory is quite good. The white potential will not be really used. But his judgment was very good. At this moment, my one stone position is a bit strange, and became this is not useful anymore. So this result was quite acceptable for white. Yeah, and actual game, my judgment was even wrong. I was thinking that whether I can just exchange here after that. What if white just Atari here? Was it painful for me? But I just had to play like that. When he plays Atari here, I can even go here. Then now, even though I just accept this capturing one time, because there my approaching value is quite good. So I didn't have to feel this was painful. And actual game was like even I just pushed here one more time, and it was a bad exchange. And even I was thinking that, what if he just like here, was it painful for me? So my judgment was wrong. Actually, this was not painful because in the future, even I can capture these three stones. And this Atari is like a really long time later. I didn't have to be worried about that. But actual game, I just pushed one more time. Even I get a little bit, but he can save these three stones naturally. So actually, it was not good. Yeah. So for this result and my judgment and many things was not really good. So I think white was already leading even though not so much. So I just decided to break his right hand side, and then this was even good. If white wants to attack this one stone directly, then black can save it very easily. So he is just waiting and with going to the big place. So black has to take the base, and then white can go to big place. At this moment, I just played one of the valuable place at the center. And this time, if I just play the stretch, then he can just push up, then this one stone will be separated. So I just used a bit special move. And then he can open another door. So still I am quite behind. Yeah. So I just make the one-time sente. And actual game, I just wanted to tidy with a clean shape for my center. But this was one of my big mistake as well. And during the game, I realized that this is not good for the point. I am giving him some point and just I can make clean. The reason why during the game, I was thinking that when I just go to the big place, what if he plays here? Then I cannot really block here, that my one stone is in trouble. And I just jump here, then he can push, then I can't really build up in this area. But that was my misjudge, because even though he plays here 2 and then 3 and then 4 and I can play the 5, actually 3, 5 doesn't mean there is no value. Actually there is some value, and it doesn't mean I couldn't make the big territory here anyway. So I just wanted to tidy with a clean shape, but that was a kind of a losing point. So now the gap was getting bigger. Yeah. Even this knight move, I thought here was bigger than the upper side, but here was actually bigger, because in the future I can just try to save this group, yeah, or I can use just like this. So the upper side was bigger. So when he plays here, I'm quite behind, yeah, almost 5 point, and it was quite, yeah. I was really, yeah, a bit nervous for this situation. And then when I pushed here, and then I wanted to handle the lower side. Yeah, actually even white found out the best move, then there was the better move as well. Even though he plays here, then I couldn't make the good move. I couldn't really separate. I wanted to just make the territory here, but at this moment I was thinking that Komi is not easy to cover. So I wanted to use some tactics. Yeah. And then it was actual game, but for example, if white just connects here, then now when I play here, still white has a chance to go out to the center. Yeah, is it? But the actual game, when you attach here and then after I exchange, then now become this exchange was a bit better for me. The reason why, when he plays here, when I Hane, then Hane one more time, then even I can think about cut, because there was exchange. If there is no exchange like this, 1, 2, 3, and when he cut here, when he Hane here, I cannot cut because I don't have this exchange. So the actual game was like I chased a bit, yeah, in this moment, yeah. And then he played here, I just attach here. Even he has to capture. And this is also same reason. I can show you one more time. Here, this one, here, this one. If he can make this sente, then he can just play here. But now there is like this exchange that white cannot really play here. I can cut here. That's why at this moment I chased the sum, and now it's like a 50-50. So I knew that this game was not that easy right now. I just make the mostly the active reduce, yeah. And at this moment also, like I was thinking that whether I just need to use this sequence like that, whether this is right, or if I exchange here, then when I play here, he might Hane here, because when I want to make some Aji, then this exchange will be not really good for me. So I just I did this move first, and then when he answers here, then for example, when he answers here, then I can cut this, then it's quite annoying for black. Then if he captures this one stone, I can break here, is a big trouble. And then if he just captures this one stone, I can Atari here, then I can break in this area naturally. So it's really good for me. But the problem is that I reduce some more than just now. yeah, reduce better than this one. But the problem is that after I play here, when I play Kusumi, my jump value got down compared to just now. Which means like if I just play the jump, if he just Tenoki, then I even might invade here and then I can just make the more Aji, then like white will feel annoying. But after I exchange that, even the white just goes to the somewhere else, then my jump is not valuable anymore. And if I just want to make such sente, and it's not good for me. Even though I break more, then my center is horrible. He can get the more potential. So this was not good. So became white is leading for this game. And now he found out the big plays. Here was the only one place what we have to finish, what we need to complete. And he decided to play the couple times Hane. I was expecting him to play this move. Then somehow this is like, I can't really get in. Even though I break here, then now center position is much better. So if I attach here, then even though he plays here, then it's gonna be better than actual game. Yeah, because at this moment, then now you can see the actual game. I made here and him to play the step back actual game. So if he plays a pincer, then that was a bit better. Okay, at this moment, then he really want to capture the 3 stones, and then I just ask whether he wants to connect here or not. In case he just connect here, my Atari is gonna be Sente, then I can decide to save here. The reason why later I can just try to save my 1 stone. Not right now. I can just move on here, then there will be big Aji. So he just decided to step back. At this moment, and I had around, I'm not sure, the 10-minute or 5-minute basic time, and I decided to save after I spend all of my time, then it could be the losing move. Yeah, really. Yeah, this decision was a really horrible decision. And I was supposed to just give up these 3 stones, and then just handle the center. At the actual game, I read until now, so I just couldn't find the solution for which is clean. Like I couldn't really capture. I read until now, and I didn't read. I couldn't read anymore. It was my maximum to read, but AI taught me I can attack here, and even I can just jump here and then ask whether I can cut, or if like place here that I can just cover by Ko, and then I can block here. So this was amazing, and I was leading if I play here. Then that's why even white capturing was not good. White plays here is better. So such judgment is really difficult actually. Yeah. So the actual game I just decided to save, and then I just thought there is nothing. Yeah, no value, so I thought the saving was better. But if white just push here and then let me save here and then play at the center something, then now center is totally different. My 3 stones are not really valuable. Yeah, so it was totally my wrong judgment, and then white just connects here. And this was one of the mistakes. It wasn't really necessary because after white exchanged that, later I can just honey here. White cannot really cut. I can capture this 1 stone, and white even cannot play here. I can Atari and then capture and make the call. And if white just step back here, then I can do many things by Sente. Yeah, so that was a bit not good. And because white wanted to decide to attack opposite way, maybe the game flow was like, maybe I'm not sure that he calculated this flow, then it can be possible black is in trouble. So I prepared the attach here, attach 1 time and then jump. That was that I prepared, because if I just use that, my speed is faster than just now. I don't have to connect. I can go out faster, and later even there will be cutting because my speed is different. So but it doesn't mean I am okay. Yeah, even for this result is not really good if white just return here, or white can just try to connect and then let me save and then just break this, share the center, then still that was okay for white. But actual game, the white used the active move, but this was the losing move, because after I push and cut here, then sacrifice this 1 stone, and then when I Atari, then white can't really save this 1 stone. Yeah, because if I just play here, I can push. Yeah, Even the white plays here, then black might think about to connect, but for example, if I just have a sacrifice like that, they're also not really good. Suddenly I got many territory at the center. Yeah. So eventually white just give up and return here, but now it's different. Now I just really made 50-50 at the center. Then at white was supposed to get 60-40 at the center. So became I am leading a little bit. Yeah, since this. So after that, we played end game really hard. So just black was leading a little bit. So luckily, I could win for this game. Yeah, and I was really surprised that he was very strong, really. Yeah, I didn't look down anything. Just I really tried my best. But when he plays a mirror game, then my left hand side judgment was very bad, and I really didn't think I was losing that much. And also my right hand side, the tidy was not good. Yeah, and then my final mistake was saving 3 stone was also not really good. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So finally, this game the result was a black 1 3.5. Then it was lucky, so I could step the quarterfinal as well. Yeah. I could learn many things from here. I didn't think about the mirror game very seriously, but after I played this competition, I really studied very hard with AI. But even AI didn't tell me about the clean answer. Maybe I may have to, but it doesn't make sense because now playing night move is not good. I'm not sure though whether I just need to make the like ladder joseki like. Oh, sorry, my sequence is not good. Yeah, like here. This one is one of the famous one. How we can break the ladder? Yeah, from here. Just like here, we make the double ladder. Yeah, this and then here. Am I right? Yeah, no. Yeah, here and yeah. What am I doing? 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Yeah, for this ladder. Like each other ladder, then normally white will get trouble at the center. Yeah. So but you know it doesn't make sense because when I play number 1, yeah, how can I know he can play the mirror game? Just maybe AI will be right. Just like if I just keep playing the best move at the local area, yeah, instead of playing at the center. Yeah, even now will be same. Yeah, even now it doesn't have to be. But to be honest, until now the AI didn't say I was losing that much. Just my left hand side performance was not really good, and my center stone was not really very good. I think that's the main reason. Anyway, everybody, thank you very much for watching for this video. Then see you guys next time. Bye bye.